That's right, Football Wednesday. Oh, yeah. Good to see everybody here on Football Wednesday. Appreciate it. A beautiful one, no less. What a great day for football. Every day is a great day for football, but today actually is a great day for everything. So it's great being out here. The guys you can tell they're in high spirits. Had a good practice, really good practice. So we're pointed toward Monday night. I do have one announcement on the personnel injury front. Rashod Bateman has decided to go ahead and get a surgery for his foot. He's going to get the Liz Frank surgery. It was one of those ones where it was up to him. He and his agent and his family talked it over, and they decided to be in his best interest to do that. So we support him on that. We understand what he's doing. Okay, what questions you have?
John, will that be a season-ending thing for him then? John, how disappointing is that for him? Just expectations for himself and what you guys were counting on with him.
Yeah, it is. It's a fact. It's not really so much about that. It's just a fact, and move forward with it, and he'll move forward with it. I think Rashod is a great guy. He really wants to be out there, wants to play, wants to have a career, wants to do well, and that's not going to change. There's different things happening in life. There's roadblocks sometimes, and sometimes the best way is just to go through it, and that's what he's doing right now. He'll come back stronger than ever, and before the story's written, he's going to have his day in the sun.
John, what was your initial reaction of acquiring Roquan Smith and your early impressions of seeing him out there?
I was happy. Yeah. Jameson tried to get me to let the cat out of the bag and spill the beans, but I refused to do it. And it wasn't finalized at that point either, by the way, just for the record. So, no, it's a great addition. Compliments and kudos to Eric and to the scouting department and Nick and Pat and all those guys. They just did a great job of putting that together and making that happen. We're excited. He's out here practicing. Can't wait to see him play Monday night, just like you all. So, but we're excited.
What kind of skill set do you feel comes how does he accomplish it?
Well, he's a very good inside linebacker. All the things that go with that. He can move really well, and he knows how to play the game in there. So many things carry over in terms of the way we play our coverages. So he's very familiar with what we're doing. I just think he needs to get used to the terms and things, and that hadn't been a problem so far. So we'll see what it looks like on Monday night.
John, with Roquan coming and Tyers getting activated as well as the Jabos, there growing excitement about this defense, which is going to look different starting Monday night.
Well, yeah. We've been excited. We've just been trying to grow every single day, every way we can with what we have at that point in time. So guys have been working really hard. I see Kyle Hamilton walking up the sidewalk there, and he's been working really hard. Had another good practice today. That's what you just try to do. You try to take a step every day to get better in every way you can. And then when you add players like that, that's obviously a big shot in the arm as well, too. So those guys are doing the same thing, just trying to be their best. And then you go out there and you compete, let it rip and see what happens.
John, is the expectation for Tyus to play on Monday? And if he gets out there, what does he add and bring to the linebacking corps?
Well, the expectation is for him to play. What does he bring? All the things that you've seen before. He's a very versatile linebacker. He brings you linebacker skill set and a pass rush edge skill set. So all the things that entails, that's what he does.
John, back to wide receiver. Are you expecting Deshaun Jackson to play Monday night?
I think it's a good possibility. We're going to keep seeing how he's doing, but I personally think he's probably ready. And if he's ready 2 days from now, then he'll be out there.
Coach, looking at the Saints, specifically on defense, Demario Davis, Cameron Jordan have 5 sacks each. What are you seeing from their front seven kind of pushing during the month?
Your point, Todd, about their front seven is really valid. They're good. They've got a really good front seven. It kind of runs through their outside backers and their inside backers for sure. All 4 of those guys, all 5 of those guys are excellent players. You got 2 active defensitive tackles inside that run around, play sideline to sideline. So you got to handle the ends. They're great players. You got to handle both inside backers. And then, they got a really good Sam linebacker, too. He's up in the line of scrimmage sometimes. Sometimes he's back playing stacked. They blitz him. So all those guys do a really good job.
John, third team, third system for Andy Dalton, but you face him. Does he look like he always has to you and getting ready for him?
Yeah, he does. Andy Dalton is, very, very steady quarterback. He's capable in so many ways. We've played him so many times. We've seen him on tape so much. We understand his game and we understand how he can win. For an offense. So our job is going to be to do everything we can to take those things away from their offense. That's a challenge, because they've got a lot of good players around him. But we have all the respect in the world for Andy Dalton, and he's made a big difference in their offense. They're playing good offense, and he's done a good job.
John, did everything go okay with the scope for Dobbins? Has anything changed the timetable with that?
Right. Very good question. JK, I would characterize JK's surgery as a smashing success as far as you can tell right now. So he came out of it. He has no additional scar tissue since he's come out of there. That was a key thing. The first couple of days, the scar tissue started to accumulate. It did not. They got almost all of it out, and it was significant. And I think when they went in, Leanne Curl did the surgery, and she told me when she went in there, the MRI doesn't tell the whole story. You like to think it does, but until you go in there, you really don't know what you have. And the MRI didn't see all the scar tissue that was in there. So what he was dealing with was very significant. And for that, Tim, to get that freed up, I can't wait till he's out here running around in 3 or 4 weeks. So, yes, success.
John, how important is it to work with crowd noise this week playing in New Orleans?
Very important. You notice that we're on this field, we put the speakers up against the side of this metal building here, and it reflected all the crowd noise out to the field. So we're trying to make it as loud as we can.
John, when you lose a player like Rashod, what does that mean for the rest of the wide receivers and their ability to step up as well?
It means opportunity for those guys to step up, and that's what those guys want. That's what they crave. They're excited about that opportunity. They're disappointed for their friend, but they're excited for their opportunity to step in and fill those roles.
John, I think it's interesting to see how effective Taysom Hill has been this year, especially with that QB power stuff. I guess what is the key to stopping something where it's coming?
Yeah, the key to stopping him is you got to play really sound defense, and everybody's got to do their job in a very physical way. It's the same thing that you talk about with our offense. It adds an extra blocker to the equation, and he can throw. We've got to just do a great job against that offense. We run a lot of those plays too. So we're practicing hard against it. He's not just that, he's a very good runner. He's very physical. He's a very smart player, very tough player. All those things come into account.
All right.
Great. Thank you. Appreciate it.